Hello, everyone. Welcome to this webinar, this beautiful webinar that we are creating today. And the title of this webinar is The Healer Within, Awakening the Healer Within, Calling All Self-Healers. My name is Cornelia Stephanie from the Cornelia Stephanie Media Group, and I'm here to introduce to you Meena Puri. But before we go there, Meena's message was really calling us to, are you truly ready to take the reins of your health and healing into your own hands? During this miraculous time of shift in consciousness, we are being asked to separate facts from fiction when it comes to our health. Return back to the wisdom we already know and make it come alive in our everyday living, so we not only turn our health around, but become our own healer that we are designed to be. Meena Puri holds the belief that no challenge is big enough for the deep reservoir of wisdom and healing within each one of us. Like the song, there ain't no mountain big enough, and it's never too late. We have the opportunity to heal and come to ourselves, even if it's the last thing that we do. We don't want to leave this earthly planet with the same wounds we brought with us. This is precisely why we are here, to heal our wounds, to become whole, and to return back to the source healed, to our source healed. Over the last 30 years, Meena has had the honor of guiding countless of people to transform their health from the inside out. During the ongoing pandemic that we had, there was a greater need for Meena's work, and she's had the privilege of working with many volunteer organizations to help people navigate through this difficult time. Meena Puri is an ambassador and a practitioner, member of the Association of Ayurvedic Professionals of North America, practitioner member of AAC, Ayurveda Association of Canada, and an author of her #1 bestseller, Healing Your Relationship with Food, The Ayurveda Answer, and Wake Up and Heal. So welcome to today's webinar, Meena.
Cornelia, thank you so much. Thank you for this lovely, you summarized it so well. And the point that sticks out is that we are here to heal. What that means is we are all hurting from that we yet need to heal. So here's our human life is an opportunity to grow, to evolve. Whatever we don't heal, we're going to come back again. But since we have the opportunity, let's continue to dive in and become the whole healthy human being that we are designed to be. So thank you so much for joining, everyone. I'm thrilled to be here. Thank you, Cornelia, for hosting me and for this generous introduction.
And I'm so glad that you are supporting all of the people that are ready now to take the reins in their own healing, but also not only heal themselves, but maybe even bring it into their practice, into their healing practice. So I resonate with the title that you came up with. How did you come up with that title?
My work is inner work. Even when we are suggesting helping people with outer changes, their diet, their lifestyle, navigating the world, their careers or their relationships, all changes have to be internally driven because the source of those struggles are within us, are in the subconscious. So when the source of the challenge is within, we need to go there for our solutions because it has the wisdom, the knowing for us. So the title spoke so clearly to me because my work is about healing your life and it's all internally driven. So, when we are talking about healing, sometimes because so much of it is intangible, we don't necessarily understand what that means. It sounds really good. It sounds like when we think about healing, we see pictures of some people meditating in serenity and in peace. Yes, that's the end result of it, but the process is somewhat different. Process is kicking and screaming and howling and going deep into the dark night of the soul. You have to be willing to die every day and take a new birth every day. You have to work with the letting go, the surrender, the acceptance. And each time you do, you're going to get that much closer to yourself. The awakening begins to happen if you give yourself the opportunity. And when we awakened, what we really have awakened is a land of a field of possibilities that gives us the answers and the insights for the struggles that we've had for decades. We begin to see now we are actually looking in the right place. Instead of banging our head against the wall and continue to hop from symptom to symptom, from practitioner to practitioner, looking at our fragmented information, or, a little bit healing here. I heard that on Google. There's Dr. Google always. And there's this and that, but we are hovering around the surface. I get so many clients who have done work with this practitioner and that practitioner, and there's validity and usefulness to all of them. But there is a bigger picture, so we can see the entire field and are able to connect the dots. Each time we connect the dots, we just have more options available to us. Instead of looking at our challenges on the surface when you go into the medical world, which is wonderful for many, many things, but not for chronic illnesses, the only option is surgery or a pill. So maybe you need the surgery or the pill. But the question is not just, can I get rid of my symptoms? The question is, there is an opportunity waiting for you to grow into because of this challenge. When we opt for an easy solution, which sometimes we all do, just take a pill, we have shut down all possibilities. And the truth is, that which caused us to take a pill to begin with, it's a sleeping lion, if you will. It's just sleeping. It's not gone anywhere. You wait a little bit time and the symptom is going to erupt somewhere else, whether it's a physical symptom or a mental symptom. So we end up just chasing our tail, trying to get rid of that one symptom and not realizing not only the opportunity cost of us growing, but not realizing all the other problems that are being created in us just masking that one symptom. We have to go within. There is no other way out. It's an easy thing. It looks like an easy thing. We all know that. Oh, the answers are within you. People may know that. Well, what does that really mean? Right? So you have to be willing to do the work and be able to go inside and untangle the mess, untangle the web, untangle our experiences and our learning and our traumas and whatnot, and see what that has cost us. So the difficult part is unlearning the learning, because we all have been sold a bill of goods. The bill of goods is you are inherently broken. So you should be ashamed of yourself and now go fix yourself. We're starting from such a confusing place. We get nowhere. So that's a broken, that's like an old bill of goods that we really ought to return. The truth is we are perfect, we are whole. It's just coming to that realization, and the process is unlearning what does not serve us, what has not served us. And come back to yourself.
I resonate so much with what you're saying. And I also know that this is, so much of this is about a mental shift. How can you encourage people to make that shift?
You know, to make a mental shift, ask yourself bigger questions like, why is this happening again? Instead of going inside the challenge and into the details of it, step back a little and saying, why is this happening? What is it? What is this asking me to see? Can I view it in a different way? Has this happened before? Right? So be willing to ask these larger, bigger questions and be prepared to know the answer. The problem happens is that we continue to solve our mental challenges with the level of the mind. The answers aren't there. We continue to solve our physical ailments from the level of the body. The real answers aren't there. We have to go beyond the mind and the body to a vast field that has the wisdom for the knowing, for the healing. So healing, this is not just about, I have many clients I serve, they necessarily don't have a physical ailment. They have necessarily no mental illness diagnosis. They come see me because they don't know what's wrong. Nothing is wrong, yet something is. Everything is okay, yet they can't sleep. They're unhappy. They're lost. That's the world that we have to navigate. It's not a world that's out there. It's within each one of us. It's part of you. Energetic world is part of you. We are energetic beings. The body translates that energy into our physical body. Mind is energy. If we continue to struggle with the mental challenges from the level of the mind, we're doing this. We're going in circles. Literally what we see outside. We are going in circles, right? It's great that the mental health challenges, there's a greater awareness coming to it, but we need the answers. Now we are aware that the mental health is a real issue. It's something that we do not put a lid on. We don't hide it under the carpet. We talk about it. But now we need answers. Now we need solutions. So the mental shift, to create a mental shift, just to give yourself permission to ask, dare to ask yourself a bigger question. Why is this happening? Same thing happened 3 days ago. 3 years ago, the same thing happened. What in the world? What am I not seeing? And ask the universe, show me what I need to see. You will be amazed at the answers you get. Dare to ask bigger questions.
I love that. Dare to ask bigger questions. That is a key question, is to really be able to look at the bigger question. I want to ask you another question now, because our future health is created every single day in small habits. Can you explain that more?
Yes. So we think disease just happens. Everything was going okay, and all of a sudden I have cancer. There's always rules to the exception, but I think there's a disease in the making that we don't see. Right? Anytime we are, an example, binge watching Netflix, that's disease in the making. Not only you are affecting your sleep, you're affecting your digestion, you're creating a cellular memory, you're creating things in your subconscious that you don't even know are going to run your life one day. Anytime we grab that sugary drink, latte, or alcohol, it's great fun in the moment. It's enjoyable. That's disease in the making. Anytime we sit there and we have a conflict with someone, we have a struggle with someone, and we continue to blame the outside, well, guess what? That's a no man's land. You're not going to get anywhere. So when I talked about asking the bigger question, we have to turn in. You and I have to turn in. I do that on a daily basis. I do that, every time there's a frustration in the practice, or it's not going the way I wanted, or people don't respond, then I have to go back to the drawing board. It's like, okay, what is in me that is attracting this behavior from somebody? Because, believe it or not, there is. You may not know that. It's your task, it's your job to know that. So when we are consciously living means we are present in doing what we are doing, what we put into our mouth, what we ingest with our senses, the environment that we are living in, our habits when we go shopping, our habits when we are online. This can either heal you or get you more sick. So I'm talking about health more than just physical. We have to stop that mindset that health is about physical. When we're talking about health, I'm talking about the whole person. Many healthy people, physically healthy people, are very unhappy. And we have to stop thinking, it's all about success in the world. People know how to be successful. They don't know how to be happy.
That can be a webinar, Meena.
That's a webinar. That's a webinar. Exactly.
That's a wonderful topic. I think a lot of people, don't know how to be happy right now.
Mm-hmm. Actually, that's a webinar.
Yeah.
You are correct, because ultimately we all want to be happy.
Yeah.
That's what this whole search is about. That's what this whole race is about. We think if I get that job, I'm going to be happy. We think only if I have that partner, I'm going to be happy. We think that if I fit in, everybody else is having a kid. If I had a kid, I'm going to be happy. Well, think again. Talk to those people who have all the things that you do want, but they're not happy. So obviously it is not in that, right?
Yeah.
The human race is about happy, and we don't understand happy. We think happy is, a client asked me a question. She goes, what does it mean to live fully? We made a comment. She goes, what does it mean to live fully? I said, it means to get pissed off when you're pissed off, to feel anger when you feel angry. There's no time limit on it until you sort it out. It means to, scream with joy at the top of your voice when you feel that. It means be willing to go down into the dump when that's what happens in your life. To live fully means live awake. All of your senses. We cannot feel the joy if we're not willing to feel the pain. It's the resistance to the pain that causes more pain. Actually, when we surrender to it, sweet sorrow, it ain't so bad. But we have this mental thing that happy means I'm always happy, I'm painting the town red. That can get really old and tiring. This is life. Nothing is messier than life. Okay?
Yeah.
Nothing is more difficult. Nothing is more easy. Nothing is more mysterious. Nothing is more messy as life. And you are born in it.
And you talked about the word earlier, but this is all gearing up to, and that is our ultimate freedom. And we hold the power of our ultimate freedom. Do you want to talk a little bit more about how so?
Oh, I love that. I love that word freedom, because that's another thing that we chase and not understanding what the heck that is, right? So, an example is this. I'm continuously creating group programs. I work individually with people, but I'm a very creative person. Things come up and I can't help it. I create. So I create courses, meditations, programs, and whatnot. Freedom is, I already enjoyed my creativity. Then you go into the social media. Everybody's giving you advice on how to get more clients, right? I'm human. I look at it and I'm like, I'm not doing all of that. And I don't want to do all of that because it feels jarring to me. It doesn't resonate with me. It feels too much work. It feels too stressful. So freedom is, I already did what I'm here to do. I created. Then with that good intention, I put it out there, like this program, I put it out there. It is here for you, created for you. You're going to be lucky if you get into this program because it's going to blow you away. Okay? You're not going to go bang your head anywhere else after this. I guarantee you that. But it's your choice. I would like, a certain number of people to join in. So it creates, group synergy. But at the end, I love letting go. Because I'm not about that. I'm not about that. I am about, I've created, that's my freedom, but I don't attach onto it. That which we desire deeply, but don't let go, will control us. That's not freedom. Then we get into the mind gets involved. The ego is, hey, do this. It's happening because you didn't do this. It's because of this, right? There's no end to this. You have to do something that is in alignment with you, then you have to let it go. I just let it go. I let it into the universe. I go, look, you put me in here to do this work. That's the work that I'm supposed to do. People need my help. Here it is. Send them my way. Thank you. And I don't want to take it with me to sleep. I don't want to wake up with it. I'm aligned. So freedom is I'm aligned with my soul's purpose. I'm aligned with universal source, energy. I take the action, which feels very easy to me because there's no struggle. And then I just put it out there. And to me, it's all play. So freedom is, you do have to take the action. There has to be a little bit of a discipline. I don't like the word discipline because we're coming from the 3D world where it was like mental discipline, goals. I think it's like, to me, it's very jarring. I think when you're aligned and you're awake, discipline just naturally happens. When I'm aligned with who I am and I, growing continuously, I am just not going to go roll in the mud, per se. I'm not going to go drink myself to an oblivion. I'm not going to go eat 3 bags of potato chips. I'm not going to binge watch Netflix till 5 a.m, right? I'm not going to go pick fights with people. I'm not going to, you know what I mean? It just, so that discipline just becomes an internally driven experience. There you are, you're free.
Yeah. And I mean, truly to be free means that you have begun living in your self-healing. And that's part of what this webinar is about today.
Absolutely.
Awakening and calling the self-healer, the people that are ready to take the reins on their own healing and that are ready to begin really living from that place. You have a program that you are opening up to a group of people, a few people that tell us a little bit about your program, what you're offering, what is it about, and what can people gain from being in part of that program. But there's also an application process, right?
Yes, there is. So thank you for asking me that. So we've been in this very known, challenging times for the last couple of years. And this program I created like 2 years ago. I created this big program, a year-long program, right? Didn't do anything with it because I felt that it was still not clear to me. I mean, I can, the work I do is very deep. Ayurveda, consciousness, spirituality, we can continue to talk about it forever. But I wanted something that speaks to people, that gives them tangible actions, clear understanding, so they feel empowered. we don't necessarily become empowered because we have so much information. We actually become empowered when there's something we know, we apply it, we experience the result, which means you can repeat it again. So for that reason, I sat with the program, and then it became crystal clear. So I thought, instead of a year-long program, I'm going to make something smaller, more manageable, more doable. And it's about, how do you teach spirituality through the lens of the diet, right? How do you teach lifestyle habits through the spirituality through that lens? How do you teach spirituality through the lens of the relationships or our difficulties? So in the 6-month program, what I looked at is the areas of life that we most struggle with. One area is food and diet and nutrition, right? From shopping to cooking to eating. And the second area is really our habits, our lifestyle, our self-care, our exercise. But I'm going to continue to link these topics together with each other, because you can't just look at habits until you look at your subconscious. You can't do anything with your subconscious until you really go into the experiences that created those subconscious beliefs. So you got to heal them. So I go deep, deep, deep until there's nowhere else to go. That's how I feel. But I'm sure there's always more depth. So then the 3rd month, we're going to spend on mental, understanding what this mind energy is. How to create habits and practices, how to shift your perspective, how to shift your mindset, understanding that the mind is your most precious tool, but we don't know how to use it. One of the ways I tell people to use it, I go, what will please you? What thought will please you? Everybody can come up with a thought. I said, well, then say that. Believe that you have it. It's not hurting you. Play with yourself. Play. Have fun. See what happens. Immediately, their energy changes. I am a millionaire. Who cares? How did that make you feel? That's how you begin to use the mind as a tool. Then we're spending 1 month on healing emotions. One of the ways emotions come up really in our external world, in our relationships, in our work relationships, with our friends. So healing that. Then we're going into the whole, the energetic, although mind, emotions, this is all energy, but really the energetic imprints that we bring with us from prior life. How is it that we got, we're married to a certain set of parents in a certain country, and in certain circumstances, and these things are repeating because you're here to heal that. That knowing is pivotal. That knowing is groundbreaking, because we continue to think that I'm doomed. You're the lucky one. My life is all screwed up because these things keep happening to me. No, they're happening to you so you can heal them. It's an opportunity for you to heal. This is not a punishment. It's an opportunity for you to heal. We think it's a punishment. We think bad things are happening to me because I'm being punished. No, bad things are happening to you because so you can see them. When you see them, you feel them, you go inside them, and that's how you heal them, and then they'll stop happening. Then I want people to understand like the whole energy imprints, how we create karma, how we create our own environment. How do we draw the relationships to us with our own inner world? How do we draw the challenges? Why do we draw them? So understanding our superpowers. When we understand the mind as a tool, we understand that every thought we think, how we experience our world internally, the inner vibration, you can run, you can't hide. How do you tap into that? So we really become the chariot of our own life, and we guide our life in the direction that we want. it's an easy thing. It's also a tough thing because, sometimes we're like, can I just do whatever I want to do? Can I just go to my default state and complain and be miserable and have some coffee and some chocolate and just go shopping and, numb myself out because life can be hard. You have that choice. And maybe once in a while you need to do that. Right? So these are the 6 areas of life that I took that people have challenges with, but I'm making them into teachable concepts so they understand it. So we have 6 months to the program. It runs from March till August. Each month, there's 7 hours scheduled. You get 2-hour group coaching with me, where I'm just going to really pin it down to the juice of that concept. So you have it in front of you. Go do your homework, go apply. It's not stressful. It's very easy. Actually, it's going to be a lot of fun. Then we have one live Q&A, group Q&A. And I'm also meeting with each participant, 1 appointment, 1 hour for each month, because I really want to get them to the other side. This is health. This is personal life. Sometimes people, they don't want to share in a group setting. They have unique, specific issues that in that area that I want to walk them through so they get over to the other side. So I really deeply desire that people who attend the program after 6 months, they feel, first of all, empowered. Secondly, they really trust the information that they've learned because they have used it in their experience. And when life is going to have challenges, when the challenges come, they don't get all bent out of shape. They're empowered. They know what to do. They know what to do. They know how to navigate the difficulty. So that's how you become your own self-empowered, your own healer. The more you do that, more confident are you going to feel in navigating your life. So that's my hope, that we stop running to the doctor or the psychiatrist or this expert or that expert and listening to this person and getting this app and following this gimmick. Stop. There's nothing there. Stop wasting your time. There's absolutely nothing there. I guarantee you that. Okay. All of these little fad diets or gimmicks or this, it's drawing on your weaknesses. It's drawing on your emotionality. It's drawing on your weaknesses. Your weakness is somebody else's opportunity. Create those weaknesses into strengths. We don't need more weak people. We need people who are self-empowered, confident. Imagine you don't only then heal yourself, the impact you have on your children, your siblings, your spouses, your neighbors, your friends. People are going to look at you just like, oh, what are you doing? How come you're always so happy? How come you're always kind of in balance? You're good. You're not bitching and complaining all the time. We need those people. So that's the end result that I hope to impart with people. So so this program is for who's looking to do that. Don't think it's not about hard work. It's about, are you willing to do that type of work?
So Meena, it is the people receive one-on-one time with you once a month.
So they have 6 appointments with me. Once
a month, 6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then they receive also the how many? 2 calls?
So they have 2 group calls, 2 hours each. These are teachings in front of them. Then they have 1 group Q&A. So there's 7 hours every month. And the time I'm getting the people I'm interviewing, I'm asking them what's a good time for them. And that's the question I'll be asking for the new people. So I can put a time, like say Thursday night, 7 to 9. So it works for them. So it's a very doable program. It's a very easy program in the sense it's very clear. And it's just very clear.
And Meena, do you have this program on your website? Is that the
Yes.
one that is called the group program?
Yeah, under group program is called the Healer Within.
Okay, I think I have that. I think I'll try to pull it up. But why don't you tell us, Meena, how much does this program cost?
So the program, when I looked at the cost of it and I was trying to price it, the value of the program is $59.55. That's the value that I came up with. Please understand that working with me individually for 1 hour is $250. I don't even do individual appointments anymore. So the value of the program is $59.55. Your cost is $2,400 Canadian for the whole program. Or I just looked at the US is $17.95. This program is like, when I look at the program, some people are like, oh my God, I'm jumping in, because it is kept cheap. Think of this as my gift to you, because I want more people to benefit from it. Also, this is the first year of the program, so I want to offer it really low so more people are able to enjoy it. So it's $17.95 US or $2,400 Canadian. You can also make 6 monthly installments of $444 Canadian or $332. Let's make it $333 for fun's sake, for US. You can pick one or the other option.
Yeah, I think, do I have this correct here?
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
This is it. So here it is. You get your 2-hour monthly group sessions. Everything is written here. For those of you that are in our community that are watching this, I posted the link that takes you to this page in the chat. So you have the link in your in the chat box. Grab that link so that you can apply for the program, where it says right here, apply for the program. Let's just open this up and see. I need to do a stop share, and then I'll have to come back and see once this is open.
So maybe just put the link to the application directly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. I'll put that in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
And then now we're back. So I just want to see, are there any people that have any questions? You have a question for Meena that you would like to ask? We have about 7 minutes before we close this webinar today. We want to thank you so much for listening and tuning in and sharing your time here with us. If there's any questions, feel free to type them into the chat.
Also, I do want to tell people to, the action steps. So you guys have till now, like say 24 hours, do 2 things. Number 1, fill out the application. It's right online. It'll take you 5 minutes. I'll get the application. Then I just thought about this. I want you to note my cell number down. I'm trying to make things really easier in the world today. So my cell number is 647-613-7140. Here's what you do with it. You text me a 15-minute time that I can call you and we can have a conversation. So I am spending all day tomorrow interviewing people. So you can text me and saying 4:15. Can you call me at 4:15? And as long as no one else has taken their spot, I'm going to talk to you. And then we will decide together if this is a good program for you. Just 15 minutes, phone call, no Zoom, just so it's quick and easy. So 2 things: apply for the application, fill out the 5-minute application, and send me a text. Give me the 15-minute time slot that you're available within today and tomorrow and a little bit of Thursday. So do it as soon as you can, so we can get the interview process going right away, and I get you into the program if it's a good fit. The program is at a really low price. It's not going to remain at the low price after January. So once you apply within the 24 hours, you get the lowest price. You're guaranteed the lowest price. If you decide not to attend, then you simply don't attend. But
So
have your application in.
I think, people are wondering, like, what's part of the interview process? I
just want to get a feel for people, seeing what is it that they're really hoping to get from the program. So I want to make sure that they are a good fit. And also I want to talk about their schedule. So two things I want to make sure, like, if we're going to do group sessions, what's a good time for you? So I'm writing that down so I can create a schedule that it can work for everybody who's attending.
I see. Yeah. Basically, also is just so that you can get a sense and a feel for what people want to co-create together.
Absolutely.
With
Yes.
this program, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I want to I'm spending 6 months with them. I just want to get them to know a little bit. So because it will go into the background that they're getting that. So it's just a personal touch. So I want to make sure that people get out of the program what they were hoping to get from the program.
Right. So that basically it's going in, because if you go in with the consciousness and the intention
Mhm.
that you want to take this next level of healing into your own hands, and that you want to possibly bring this to your clients, to your own life, whatever you want to do, but that you are 100% committed to raising your vibration, raising your health, raising your well-being, which of course is going to increase prosperity in all areas of your life.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, right. So that's really, if you intend, I'm going to use this for that, to really
Yeah, exactly. That's why I asked, people, those who are in the yoga practice teaching, people who are, Reiki masters or energy healers or other healing modalities. This is going to give them such a bigger umbrella and a deeper dive. And it's going to enrich their own life experience, and it's going to enrich what they offer to the clients.
Absolutely. Well, I want to thank everyone for joining us today. Meena, do you have any final words that you want to leave people with before we
close? You know what? I will share this with you guys. So at 3:00, I had told Cornelia, and I said, at 3:00, I need about 10 seconds. I need to write something down. And I did. I don't know if you noticed when she was introducing me, my eyes were down because I was writing something down. So here's what I'm doing. So I just learned about this manifestation technique. It's called 369. So at 3 p.m., 6 p.m., 9 p.m., you write down your intention or your wish. But you want to write it in a present tense because you want to create the vibration that you already have it.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not make-believe. I mean, it has to be something that you deeply want, and it's really now coming to the believing of it. So at 3:00, you write that wish 3 times. 6:00, you write it 6 times. 9:00, you write it 9 times. So what I have a notebook, I have a date, and you do this for 45 days. I get so involved in whatever I am doing, I'm inside whatever I'm doing, that I had to set an alarm. This is the only thing that I have set an alarm for. I don't set alarms for anything because I just go by intuitive flow. So the alarm comes, and then I'm like, oh, if I didn't have the alarm, I would be doing whatever I would be doing inside it. I would have forgotten. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just playing with it and see what happens. What that really does when you write something down, you can also speak it out loudly. It creates the vibration of it in your aura. You carry the energy of it. So the universe can match it to you. That's a part of co-creation. So we'll see what happens. I'm just having fun with it. I'm enjoying the process.
That's great. I love that. Thank you for sharing that with us. I think that's a fabulous tool to bring into your group work as well. And
yeah, lots of tools like that.
Yeah, lots of tools like that. I think it's wonderful. I mean, here we are co-creating our new earth together. And, the old earth is falling apart, has fallen apart, is falling apart. And that is rightfully so, because we're here for the new, all new.
All new, and new is what we create.
Yeah.
It's not coming from anywhere. It's what we create. That's new.
Yes. Thank you, Meena. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in and for being here with us. And we appreciate you so much. And we'll be closing this webinar now. Thank you, Meena.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Cornelia. Thank you, everyone. Take care.